I want to dive into the 2022 PGA because after the tumultuous election of 2020, the PGA, some would say controversially, took that away from Trump Bedminster. And according to the news reports I read, Southern Hills reached out to the PGA saying, "We want to host this." I'm curious. Was there politics at heart? Were there people that maybe didn't want it, that didn't want to touch the because it was such a political hot button at the time, or was it just kind of unanimous at the clubs? Like, yes, we want to get the PGA championship here. Let's go for it.
Well, it goes back to our initial contract because we were supposed to have 2030. And so we all wanted it sooner. I mean, the leadership wanted it sooner. And I was in constant contact with Kerry Haig with BJ and, said, hey, if there's any opportunity whatsoever that we can move up, we want to move up. So actually, I reached out to him. I think it was latter part of October, November, and he said there could be some movement. So I reached out and, he said, well, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. And then I get a call after January 6th, I can't remember the date, and saying, hey, would you guys be interested in hosting? And I said, where we stand on that. I said, if I had to make the decision, it's immediate, yes. But I said, I need to check with the board and the leadership. And so we communicated and then immediately got back to them a day or two later and said, yeah, we definitely want to host because we were preparing for the 21 senior PGA. We had all the infrastructure set up. Everyone was on site with the PGA, Brian Carnes and his team. And so, we had sold corporate for senior. And we actually went out and went to all the sponsors that we had sold during the PGA senior and said to them, we have an opportunity to possibly host 22. Would you take your sponsorship? And, we would expect that it's probably going to increase by 50%. And would you go ahead and put it into the 22? And we had 100% unanimous that they would do it. So we then called back to the PGA and called Kerry and said, listen, we already got $10 million in corporate sponsorships already that are already agreed verbally to go ahead and support the 22 PGA. And so, that in of itself, and then also with the fact that they were on site, infrastructure set up, we already had a tentative logistical plan for 30 already, where, corporate hospitality would go, where TV compound would be, and all the infrastructure. So that had already been tentatively laid out. And then we got a call back that the board voted for it, and we awarded it. And then we had 16 months to prepare. So it was a press the gas pedal all the way and put it in the fifth gear.